Stop scrolling, because this is not your average Chinese food video. What you're about to watch is a full kitchen operation, where one wok, a mountain of ingredients, and a chef with absolutely no fear of high heat come together to create some seriously addictive food. And the best part? You get to watch the entire process. No mystery kitchen, no magic editing, just flames, sizzling oil, fast hands, and food getting better by the second. We're starting with one of the most important ingredients in this entire operation, the sauce. Look at that wok. The heat is already climbing, the oil is shimmering, and the ingredients are about to hit the pan. This is the moment when you realize something. Cooking with a wok is not about gently asking your food to cook. It is about giving the food a very short deadline. The ingredients go in, the chef moves fast, and suddenly the whole kitchen smells like something we definitely need to try. The sauce starts bubbling, the color gets deeper, and the wok turns into a little flavor laboratory. If your kitchen at home starts smoking like this, you call for help. Here, it means dinner is going perfectly, and that difference pretty much explains professional cooking. The chef knows exactly how much heat to use, when to add each ingredient, and when to move everything around. There is no guessing. Every second matters. Now we move into the preparation stage. Rice is being handled carefully, ingredients are being organized, and the kitchen is getting ready for the next wave of orders. This is where things look calm, but don't get comfortable. A busy kitchen can go from quiet to absolute chaos in seconds. One order comes in, then another, and suddenly everyone is moving like they have somewhere extremely important to be. Meanwhile, the chef is just doing the job. No panic, no dramatic reaction, just another day at the wok. And honestly, that level of confidence is impressive. I would need 3 tutorials just to figure out where the spatula goes. Here, the ingredients seem to know where they're going before they even hit the pan. Now, let's talk about the setup. Everything has its place. Bowls are lined up, ingredients are ready, cooking tools are within reach, and the work area is constantly being cleaned and reset. That matters because speed means nothing if the kitchen cannot stay organized. You can have the fastest chef in the world, but if he can't find the ingredient he needs, the whole operation slows down. This kitchen clearly has a system, and once that system starts moving, it does not stop. Now we get a closer look at the eggs. Fresh eggs are being prepared, and this is about to become one of the most satisfying parts of the video. Eggs are simple, but simple ingredients can be surprisingly difficult to cook well. Too much heat, and they turn dry. Too little heat, and they lose that soft texture. The timing has to be right, and this chef knows it. The eggs are mixed, prepared, and ready for the next step. Meanwhile, the wok is waiting. And if a wok could talk, this one would probably say, "Bring me the next order." Now comes the fun part. The cooking begins. Oil hits the hot surface. Ingredients follow, and the entire pan starts moving. That sound right there is basically the soundtrack of Chinese cooking. Sizzle, scrape, stir, repeat. The chef keeps the food moving so nothing stays in one place for too long. That gives everything a chance to cook evenly, while keeping the texture right. It looks simple, it is not. Try doing this at home with a regular frying pan and suddenly you're negotiating with gravity. Here, the wok is doing most of the heavy lifting, but the chef controls every movement. Now the sauce comes in. And this is where things get serious. The color changes almost instantly. The aroma gets stronger, and the food starts looking like it knows exactly what it's doing. The sauce coats the ingredients. The heat keeps everything moving, and the chef continues without slowing down. This is why wok cooking is so satisfying to watch. The transformation happens right in front of you. Raw ingredients become a finished dish in minutes. No long wait, no complicated presentation, just technique and plenty of heat. Now we're getting closer to one of the stars of the meal, Mapo tofu. If you've never tried it, imagine soft tofu meeting a bold, spicy, deeply seasoned sauce. The texture is delicate. The flavor is not. This dish is not here to whisper. It walks into the room and immediately asks for your attention. The tofu is handled carefully because nobody wants a plate of broken tofu soup. The sauce needs to stay rich, the tofu needs to stay intact, and everything needs to absorb the flavor without turning into a disaster. Again, timing is everything. The chef works quickly but carefully. The sauce is already bubbling. The tofu goes in, and now the dish starts coming together. You can see the oil, spices, and sauce combining around the tofu. This is the point where you probably wish your screen had smell mode. Unfortunately, technology has not figured that one out yet, so we'll just have to imagine it. Trust me, your imagination is probably not doing the aroma justice. The dish continues cooking. The sauce gets thicker, the color becomes richer, and the tofu starts carrying all those flavors. This is where patience matters. You cannot simply throw everything into a pan and hope for the best. The chef has to know when to move the tofu, when to leave it alone, and when the sauce has reached the right consistency. That is the difference between following a recipe and understanding food. Now the final touches begin. The dish is checked, the texture looks right, and it is ready for service. Another plate leaves the kitchen, and the chef immediately turns back toward the wok, because there is no victory lap in a busy restaurant. One dish is finished, the next one starts. That's the job. Now watch the kitchen around the chef. Customers are waiting, plates are moving, servers are coming and going, and somehow the whole operation stays together. It looks chaotic from the outside, but there is a rhythm to it. Everyone knows their role. The kitchen prepares, the servers deliver, the customers eat, and then the cycle starts again. This is where professional kitchens separate themselves from home cooking. At home, you can stop and check the recipe. You can taste something. You can walk away for a minute. In a busy restaurant, the food does not wait for you. The orders keep coming, so the chef has to stay focused. And judging by the speed here, focus is not a problem. Now we're getting into another important part of the meal, fried rice. This dish may look simple, but great fried rice depends on technique. The rice needs the right texture, the eggs need to be cooked properly, the seasoning has to be balanced, and everything needs to come together quickly. The wok gets hot, the rice goes in, and here comes the movement. The chef starts tossing and mixing everything together. This is the part where home cooks start getting nervous, because the chef is moving the entire meal around like it weighs nothing. The rice hits the wok, the spatula follows, the ingredients mix together, and somehow nothing escapes. If I tried that, my rice would be on the stove, the floor, and probably my shirt. But here, every movement is controlled. The eggs are mixed through the rice, the seasoning is added, the ingredients are spread across the hot surface, and the wok keeps doing its job. The result is a plate of fried rice with separate grains, visible ingredients, and that beautiful golden color. This is the kind of dish that looks simple until you try making it yourself. Then you realize every little detail matters.
Now the finished fried rice is plated. And honestly, this might be the most dangerous shot in the entire video. Because once you see that plate, you start thinking about food. Then you think about ordering food. Then you remember it's probably too early for dinner. And suddenly you're searching your kitchen for leftover rice. That's how food videos work. They create problems. Delicious problems. Back in the kitchen, another order is already underway. The chef prepares the ingredients again, the wok heats up, and we're right back into the action. This repetition might look simple, but it shows something important: consistency. A professional restaurant cannot make one great plate and then struggle with the next 10. Every customer expects the same quality, so the chef has to repeat the technique again and again. Same heat, same timing, same attention. That is harder than it looks. Now we see more preparation happening around the kitchen. Eggs are ready, rice is ready, sauces are prepared, ingredients are organized. Everything is positioned so the cooking can happen quickly. Good food starts long before the wok gets hot. Preparation is what makes speed possible. If everything is ready before the order comes in, the chef can focus on cooking instead of searching for ingredients. That sounds obvious, but in a busy kitchen, small delays add up quickly. This kitchen does not seem interested in delays. The next order arrives, the wok is ready, and we're back in business. And this is where the whole kitchen really comes alive. The wok stays hot, the orders keep moving, and every plate has to be finished with the same attention to detail. The more you watch, the more you realize that speed is only one part of the skill. The chef also has to control heat, texture, seasoning, timing, and presentation all at once. That is what makes this kind of cooking so satisfying to watch.
Now the final dishes are making their way out of the kitchen. The Mapo tofu is rich, spicy, and loaded with flavor. The fried rice is golden, fluffy, and packed with eggs and other ingredients. Nothing looks overly complicated. That is the beauty of it. Simple ingredients can become incredible food when someone knows exactly how to handle them. And after watching this entire process, I think we can agree on one thing. Chinese cooking is definitely not just throwing everything into a pan and hoping for the best. There is preparation behind it. There is technique behind it. There is timing behind it. And there is a whole lot of practice behind every fast movement you see. So the next time you order Chinese food, remember that the plate in front of you is the final step of a much bigger process. Someone prepared those ingredients. Someone controlled that heat. Someone watched the texture. Someone made sure everything reached your table at the right moment. As for us, we watched enough food being cooked to create one serious problem. We're hungry, very hungry. After seeing that fried rice hit the plate, I don't think a snack is going to fix it. We need the real thing. Thanks for joining me on this food adventure. If you enjoyed watching the kitchen work at full speed, stick around for more food videos, more cooking techniques, and more dishes that make you question why you haven't ordered dinner yet. Until next time, keep exploring, keep trying new food, and never watch a cooking video on an empty stomach. That is how